Right now on Etalk.
The more pressure, the more stress, the more we love it.
Olympic champions Tessa and Scott Moir. Their story is a fairy tale fit for a book, from childhood sweethearts
my cousin kind of being like, oh, you should date Tessa. And I was like, sure, whatever.
to an ice dance power couple and a golden dream come true.
I have that sort of butterfly feeling in my stomach.
In their most candid interview yet, Canada's Olympic darlings tell me about their special bond.
Just trying to keep up with her keeps me very busy.
Vancouver 2010's heartbreaking lows.
To watch Joanie and the way she handled it.
And incredible highs.
Our dream performances at the Olympic Games.
It's the epic story of Tessa and Scott. They join us today here in the Etalk newsroom. Guys, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, so I have your life story in my hand. How does that feel?
It's so funny. I walked into the chapters in my hometown of London, and I saw it in this big stand and just mounds of our book with our faces on the cover. I never thought I would see the day when we'd have our own book. It's really special.
But, okay, how old are you?
21.
21 and?
23.
23, and your life story has been told.
So far. Yeah.
So far, exactly. What has the reception been like for this book?
Well, so far I think the feedback has been positive. I mean, we're very young, so to put out a book with, like you said, our life story is kind of rare, but I think there was so much going on behind the scenes that the fans and the, even our friends didn't really know was happening. So part of figure skating is putting a smile on, pretending everything's perfect, and oftentimes it wasn't. So it kind of takes you through our journey, all the highs and lows, and also what was happening between the two of us.
Now, you guys have been skating together for so long, but books can reveal things about people. Did you learn anything about each other while putting this book together that you didn't know?
Yeah, actually, that was a fun part of the process when we were going back and retelling these stories. We kind of got to see what it was like for each other, and we were saying over and over, oh, I didn't know you felt like that. Oh, have you guys met before? It was really fun, but it was also very interesting.
How much success can be attributed to chemistry?
In our case, I think a lot of it can be, we always like to tell a story on the ice and portray our characters, and that's really one of our strong points. And I think you read about that in the book, is how unique our relationship is off the ice as well as on the ice.
I hear you guys have special phrases that you have while training. Talk to me about those.
Well, it's something that we learned to establish in training and carry that forward to competitions. It was sort of a relaxing thing for us to repeat key phrases, such as, bend your knees, or we kept saying at the Olympics, don't. And to anyone else, they have no idea what that means. And it was really to us, just don't look forward too much. Don't think about the end when, you're starting the program. It was don't give up until the very end and stay present in the moment. But we just needed that one word. So we have a lot of those key phrases, and it's really helpful on the ice to remind each other.
I am no mathematician. That's why I got into television. But by my calculation, you two have been a big part of each other's lives for well over half of your lives. So I would have to assume that you know a lot about each other. We're going to play a little game called How Well Do You Know Your Partner?
Okay.
We know it. We are killing at this game all the time.
Got these two things here. So hold those. I've got 2 pens here. Okay. Who wants blue and who wants red?
I want red.
You want red. There you go. And then blue. So I'm going to ask you a series of questions. You have to tell me what you think how your partner would answer this question, okay?
Seeing the country's going to see my writing.
Here we go, yes. What is your partner's favorite food?
Oh my gosh, I'm getting, I don't even know if I'm spelling that.
Okay, so let's turn it around.
How are your answers?
Okay, so what is your favorite food?
Chocolate.
Chocolate, excellent. What is your favorite food?
Steak and potatoes.
Oh, I got half of that.
There we go, that's good. You guys have traveled a lot together, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so answer what your partner should answer. Aisle or window?
This is funny because we never sit beside each other on the...
They usually ask, do you want to sit beside each other? And we say no.
All right, so show me what Tessa would answer. And Tessa, what's the answer?
Window.
Scott, what's your answer?
Window.
Let's see.
Oh,
no! Time for a new partner!
Depends on the season, and I switch all the time.
That's disappointing.
Salty or sweet? All right, Scott, what's your answer? Tell me what you prefer.
Salty.
All right, and Tessa?
Speak.
Oh, there you go. All right, and one last...
salty and sweet.
and put that all together, and it's a delicious treat. Okay, last question. What do you find scary?
I got one. You have so many, Tessa. You're right. I don't find anything scary. It's true.
All right, you can't answer, which means you automatically win. So, what do you find scary?
Spiders.
Oh! Well done. Now, how has life been different for you guys since Vancouver? The biggest change.
It's funny, I think leading into the Olympics, you feel the support of the country, you feel love, and that sort of changes once you get the title. I mean, we won, and I felt immediately like we kind of went into protective mode, and we're a little bit reserved when it comes to our private lives, and that changes, I think. Not necessarily in a bad way, but we definitely have to be a little more cautious.
Yeah. Well, a lot of your private lives are revealed in the book, and we're going to explore more of that when we come back from the break. Don't go anywhere. This is Etalking with Tessa, Virtue, and Scott Moore.
We're just getting started. Coming up, more with Tessa and Scott.
You can't be surprised when people assume you're dating.
But first, Olympic highs and lows.
She just walked by and said, "My mom died."
All this when Etalk Inc. returns.